I'm really excited to get into Hall H because I keep hearing about it. So it's like the big build-up, and I still have about an hour or so left before we go in there. But this has been a trip that Neil's been talking about since we were shooting, because Comic-Con obviously had such a big part, was such a big part of District 9. I mean, this is where he premiered it. This was the first time anybody saw it, and because of the reaction here, it really launched the movie. And so he has a real affinity for this place, and that's why, like, he didn't want anything out, like, about the movie until we got here, and he's cut together a special reel that he's going to show once and only to the Comic-Con folks, and then it goes away and nobody ever gets to see it again. And like, so that that's cool. So it should feel like an event in there tonight, I hope. Well, I think Neil is a fan in that way, because they're the most serious fans, and so they kind of really go deep on this stuff, and that's Neil's thing. Like, Neil makes his movies for that crowd. Like, he wants people to go frame by frame through his movies, because he wants to be able to say, like, you can't spot a flaw, like he's literally shown me effect shots where he goes, now see here, now see where the joint is, now see where we've done this. Okay, they'll think that this is where the effect starts, but actually, look at this is in the foreground, and that's an effect. So that, so he takes apart his own movie as if, because he comes out of special effects, so he takes it apart in a very and thinks about how to construct it in a way that these guys will go like, that's cool. It's great. I mean, I don't know how many times in a career you get to be involved in a world like that, that's with that level of detail, with somebody who's, working at the level that Neil is. It's awesome.
Well, I think that it has a real, social relevance, and I also think, and it looks the grittiness and the reality of Earth in the future, the way Neil has seen it and the way he's decided to do it. It's just different than any CGI movie you'll see. I think what's nice about it too is it's not a sequel. And it's not a franchise. It just came all out of his head. It's completely original. It's something new to jump onto. And I don't know about you, but I get really sick of the sequel thing. I've seen one. I'm like, I don't need to see 2 or 3. Well, I think they genuinely love movies. I think they genuinely love movies, and their first impulse is to say, yeah. Their first impulse is not to go, no. And I think we need that kind of enthusiasm and support for the real, just the brass tacks of the art of filmmaking. Yeah, I think this film has a lot of social, political resonance, and it's what attracted me to the film in the first place. It has a grittiness and a reality to it, which is lovely to see in a CGI movie, and I think it's moving. It's a personal story as well. So he's able to do all of those things and still shoot people and blow things up. I don't actually wield a gun in this movie, but I play a French character who's sort of an aristocrat and a minister in this new habitat, and has a tremendous amount of power, and is an antagonist. So that's new for me. I don't usually play the antagonist. That's a lot of fun.